Just that, be sure to smash upon the like button. Come on with it. Mama said there'll be days just like this.
Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. Now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
Come on. Come on with it. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get it. All right. Let the room fill up a little bit more. Come on with it. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Yeah. All right. We're streaming live on multiple platforms. Come on. This episode is brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. Come on with it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Riggs. And you got to understand the cost that is involved. Yeah. You got to understand it. Marcus, what is your profession? Come on with it. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. The name is Law Nation. Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, and let that friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. So with that being said, the Dallas Cowboys heading into the 2025 season. Of course, we play the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, of course, we play them boys. And then the next game, the schedule that was leaked out, will be the New York Giants, the little Giants. We play them week 2, and then news been rumbling around that also, with that being said, on Christmas Day, we play the Washington team, right? That's been talking a lot of stuff, for what they did during the offseason and how far they came as it relates to last season with their rookie Jaden Daniels, who going into a second season. Let's see what he can do. And then last but not least, of course, right before Christmas on Thanksgiving Day, we will have Pat Money Mahomes. So all of those things, I'm telling you guys, how I'm feeling. I know for sure if we are healthy and we got everything in place, I don't give a dog who we play.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Come on with it.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line,
boy, and let's see if that factors in. Come on, I guarantee you it won't. I'm already seeing the Cowboys being 2-0 starting the season off. Who's feeling the same way? Put 2 and 0 in the chat. 2-0 if you're feeling the same way I'm feeling, baby. Come on. Good. Yeah.
That's where the guts went. Just
yeah.
dropped.
Yeah, they using us. Yeah, you gotta say they using us for ratings, Law. Yeah. Let them use us. Yeah, let them use us. Yeah. Give us all, look at all my 2-0 gang in the building. Come on with it. Yeah. Yeah. Put all of them 2-0s in the chat because at the end of the day,
Oh my goodness!
yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, indeed. At the end of the day, let's turn up on them. You know, the stone that they rejected become the chief cornerstone of the master's building. Yeah. They trying to reject us. They think that they know more than us, and we are here. We're bringing it, and we ain't going nowhere, Cowboy Nation. Yeah. So the setup was we play against the Eagles week 1, right? The Super Bowl champs, and a lot of Eagles fans thinking that the Cowboys, if I'm a schedule maker, if I'm sitting here thinking that if we're going to go into the order of operations for the nation, you would say, let's do the rematch. Week 1. Run that back. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Eagles. No. That's not intriguing. That's not really what the NFL want. Yeah. They want to see the best. They want to be able to outshine the masses of anything. I would not be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. I would definitely not be surprised if this week 1 game is don't get as much as views or get as same or more views than, dare I say, the damn Super Bowl, right? Because a lot of Eagle fans, and I had to pull this up, bear with me, y'all. Okay, a lot of Eagle fans thinking that the NFL is trying to do us a favor. No, shoot, they trying to embarrass us again. That's what it is. Is what it is. They trying to embarrass us. They tried to do it before when the Buccaneers came off of their Super Bowl. They said, okay, let's face them off with the Cowboys week 1, right? Come on. Yeah, you can't outshine the star. And then, right, Lola? Yeah, and Lola, let them know where the Eagles fly. Do they fly above the stars or they fly below the stars? Let me know. I love seeing all of the 2-0 gang in the building. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, the NFL is about one thing, and that's making money. That's from my guy, Toxic Tom. He ain't lying, shoot. Yeah. He ain't lying at all. Shoot. And let me know if the thumbnail updated. I don't know why it still had my previous episode thumbnail on there. So let me know if the thumbnail done updated to this one. And let me know if you guys can see this one here. I got Jerry Jones on the picture because regardless of how you guys feel about Jerry, he's the ultimate. He is the ultimate marketing guru, right? For us to be where we are at for 30 years, 30 seasons, and still king of all of the marketing is crazy. And you got to give kudos and credence to that. But speaking of that, I got some audio of Rain Dakota Prescott talking, and I want to be able to put this up on the screen and shout out to 1310 The Ticket for allowing us to use this audio. You guys may have heard or read the transcripts, which is cool, right? But your brother from another mother absolutely got the audio. So let's put Dak Prescott up here somehow, let's put Dak up here. Yeah, let's put Dak up here. Are y'all ready? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for us to play the audio. Put 1. Let me know if y'all got your seats, your libations going, and all of the other stuff. Let me know. Yes, indeed. And shout out to everyone that's tuning in. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ready for it. Yeah. And also, subscribe to the nation. Come on with it. Okay. Daryl said he's ready. Shout out to him. Spencer, no IQ. What's good with you, man? Carl, not Banks, but he said he's ready. Okay. All right. And Travis, okay. Ralph, James, okay. K-Dub, okay. Let me see if I can fetch the audio for y'all. If you already heard the audio, then put a 2 in the chat. But if this is your first time, come on, put that 1 in there.
Retirements, and they had a couple of big press conferences this past offseason. And, man, to a man, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith both recognized you and highlighted you as a leader of men, and that's my quarterback and all that. You take pride in leading not only by your play on the field, but as a big-time voice in the locker room, right?
Yeah, most definitely. And, yeah, as you just said, it's huge losing Zach and obviously losing Tyron a year ago, but to seeing him retire and hang up the cleats, yeah, it's special. And, that's what these brotherhoods, that's what the culture and being a leader and the teammates all about is, when they hang up their cleats or when they say they're done, our relationship isn't finished. Our relationship doesn't retire, and honestly gets to go into another level. And that's why it's fun to be able to golf. That's why it's fun to have a great tequila to drink with, to be able to connect with the guys and stay in touch just as you did in the locker room. So I'm super thankful for those men, their career, and what they've done for my career, and I'm excited for the next phase of their life.
Is that very important to you to make sure that you are the leader, like reaching out when the
Man, they talking real fast, but that's Dak Prescott on behalf of Zach Martin in trying to put the replacements up there to see what we can do far as what we can see with the 2025 season. Yes, y'all can hear audio straight. If the audio straight, yeah. Put 4 in the chat if the audio straight. Appreciate you guys. This is an interactive show. You just can't be watching the show without commenting. I need y'all to be interactive. Hit that like button. Share this content. Everybody under the sound of my voice, if you guys can do me a huge favor, hit the share button. Share it to a friend, a neighbor, a foe. Even share it to an Eagle fan and share it to a Washington and a Giants fan. Share it to all of the world so we can get this show on and popping so we can touch and reach out to all of the people that need to hear this. Come on with it.
The draft picks are drafted, and you want to make sure that you welcome them and be that big voice in the locker room.
Yeah, I mean, it's important for me to be a leader, and I think that I'm very intentional with certain ways that I do it, but I also think that it can't be forced. And I think sometimes when guys just try things to try them to be a leader, they're unnatural. So for me, there's different times you're reaching out to different people, whether it's them getting drafted, whether it's them welcoming a baby into their family or getting engaged. It's important for me to know the person and not just the guy in the football number. So that's where I invest in these men and their family and want to get to know them and vice versa and welcome them.
Boy, Dak talking like Twister over there. Boy, talking fast. And the Cajun Warrior. Come on with it. All right, let's get it.
Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, here from the Tequila Volteo Musers Ticket Compound.
Have you had much interaction with your first-round draft pick? Because he seems like a dude that is really, really into football and a really cool guy, too.
So he's actually represented by a guy that represented me coming out early, Rick Roberts. And so as soon as we drafted him, I'd gotten a call from him and the excitement and able to connect with Tyler. But I think you nailed it, a guy who loves football. And I think when y'all interviewed him or anybody interview him, you hear it through his answers and how much it means to him. I mean, just him wanting to take the love away from the love of football away from a guy throughout a game to his history and his journey to get here. I mean, a guy leaves high school to go down to IMG from North. That says a big commitment. So I think all of this and him being at the Cowboys is just a testament to everything he's done in his life, and I know he's ready for it.
Now, Dak Prescott is talking on Tyler Booker, and it's good for him to pretty much tell the people again, the identity of Tyler Booker. His identity is to take the love of football away from you, and I love every bit of it because week 1 he's going to
leadership.
Hush guy. All right, so week 1 we definitely going to see him going up against a phenomenal guy, and then week 2 he got to go up against his work is going to go up against Dexter Law. So it's going to be one of those things where he's going to get battle tested off the jump, right? So Tyler Booker, he's going to have his hands full. Shout out to Brandon Laurie. Week 1, Jalen Carter. Week 2, Dexter Law. And this should be a good situation for us, so we can literally see what that front 5 is going to look like. All I'm saying is, my guy Cooper Beebe, he's going to be bigger and stronger. We already know who's my guy Tyler Smith is going to do. And then you add in the fact that Tyler Booker, shoot, them two T's and that Cooper Beebe in the middle, we going to be all right for the 2025 season. I ain't worried about it. Come on with it.
Well, they went out and got you a new weapon opposite CD with George Pickens in that trade coming over from Pittsburgh. Have you had a chance to talk to him? And what do you think he brings to you?
Yeah, we've connected, and I'm excited. I mean, you turn on the tape and you see a guy that can catch the football. You put the football anywhere in his vicinity, very strong hands, more than a 50-50 catcher. He thinks it's his ball when it's in the air, and I'm excited for him. I know that we need some help in that position. I know CD needs some help, and I think when you have a guy like that, and I heard George say it's hard to double team two guys, and then when you've got other guys, whether it be Ferg, Jalen Tolbert, Mingo, guys who have had
Mingo, come on with it. Hey, hold on, let me rewind, Dak, man. We got all day, man. Y'all don't got nothing else to do. We gonna pause, stop, rewind, fast forward, and all of this good stuff. So yeah. Y'all sit back, man. I hope you got your libations with you.
Very strong hands, more than a 50-50 catcher. He thinks it's his ball when it's in the air, and I'm excited for him. I know that we need some help in that position. I know CD needs some help, and I think when you have a guy like that, and I heard George say it's hard to double team two guys, and then when you've got other guys, whether it be Ferg, Jalen Tolbert, Mingo, guys who have had reps and know how to get open in the league, I think we're putting together a nice group of weapons.
Well, Dak, we know.
Yeah. We putting together a nice group of weapons. And it doesn't matter, Dak, how much you may have love for Jalen Brooks and Jalen Tolbert, which I did a nice short piece last night talking about Jalen Tolbert. If you've seen that video, be sure to check out my Instagram or check out my YouTube shorts. And it's basically less than a minute talking about the things that what we're going to see from Jalen Tolbert being not number one, not number two, but your third and fourth option. This should also propel him to higher heights, right? So it's no favoritism. And in the words of my guy, MJ, it's no favoritism that can be going on around here because now, look, when we lace them up, line them up, it's mano a mano. We know for sure I don't have to be a betting man, but I can tell you that C. Dangerous Lamb going to win wide receiver one. And I can tell you George will be winning wide receiver number two, right? There's no element of surprise with that. But the wide receiver number 3 battle, oh, my gosh. I can't wait to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't y'all know how stack heavy that is? Don't y'all know how good that is? Come on. That is something that you can bring home to and say, out there in Oxnard, we're now fighting for the third wide receiver spot. We got Mingos, Ryan Flanois, we got Jalen Brooks, and then we have Jalen Tolberts. Cavante Turpin is like, let me get in. It ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. Yo. So it's going to be a good situation for us. And then Trayshawn Holden saying, hey, these naysayers don't know who I'm about, man. I'll spit in the face to get this situation going. So I love it, and that is for what it is. Iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. Y'all get what I'm doing? Y'all feel me? I can't wait to see. That's competition. So when it's time for us to go up against those damn Eagles, I'm not even worried about it. A Quinyon, Mitchell, a Adoree Jackson. Oh my God, we know we can burn Adoree. And Mabuka, what's the dude? Andre Mabuka. Makuba. Oh my God, boy, we're gonna be burning that man up like French toast. Oh, and Reed Blankenship, yeah, he can hit, but don't y'all know that Lamb been burning that brother up every time he put on the cleats, right? So it's going to be a great situation for our boys week 1. And then week 2, y'all can't even remember the damn DBs for the Giants. So I'm ready for it. Shout out to you so much. Thank you, Sister Sal, for being a member for 50 months. Level gold level God, Lord, that's a long time. I love it. Come on with it. Yeah, we've been cooking the dory. We've been cooking that brother's shoe. Stir fried.
No, you are on the golf course. We really appreciate the time. In my hand, I have a nice little shot of tequila. I know it's early, but who cares? I'm going to dump it down just for you right now, man. So I want you to hit them straight, and I'm going to hit this one straight down my belly right now.
I like it. I like it. You've got a great start to the day, my man.
That's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
A tequila shot at 9:25 a.m.
That's good.
Not
good
going
stuff.
to regret it. We're going to do it again. Hey, man, we really, truly, truly appreciate the time. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you again real soon.
Same. Thank you, guys. Enjoyed it as well.
That is Dak Prescott.
Dak
QB1.
Prescott, QB1. How about that, man?
His own golf cart.
In his own golf cart.
His playing partners are sitting there. Come on, man, let's go, dude. I'm just sitting on the green.
Golf cart.
They're hitting into the group, and everybody's getting upset. Oh, I took a big shot right there. Good Lord.
Man, that is impressive, dog.
Yeah, good Lord.
For those thinking that
Shoot, that's Dak Prescott tequila brand, and we shall see some more things that's down the stretch with all of that, especially with some things that we got brewing up. Not to outspeak my wisdom teeth about that, but you guys get where I'm going, though. You know what I mean? Tequila law. Oops, I said that all out. But neither here nor there. Dak Prescott, with this news being released of the schedules, right? And we know the aspect of what's the gravitas of the gravity of things that we got going on, right? Tequila, yeah, Dakila, Lawkila, yeah. So we do know the gravitas of it all, right? Like, regardless, the NFL learned a major level that by finally the Washington team being semi-good last year and good enough to go all the way to where we haven't been in 30 years, to sprinkle in some balances as it relates to the schedule release. So when we look into this schedule now, ladies and gentlemen, we can clearly see that they didn't have to make this the primetime game on Thanksgiving Day, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cowboys. But, man, we can finally say to ourselves, when it's time for us to eat the chicken or the turkey or the turducken, right, or whatever you may eat on Thanksgiving Day, that you know for sure it's about to be a good game. Oh, yeah. And all eyeballs will be on there because they spread it out, the primetime games. I love the idea that you give a little piece of the divisional games on the front end, and then you give a little piece of the divisional games on the back end, and you wedge in the middle with this type of game with the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year, we didn't play a divisional game until it got cold almost, right? So we were all talking about, well, wait till they see us. Wait till they see us. And then damn, half of the team was injured by the time we got a chance to see any of the divisional foes.
Soul star $10.
Come on with it.
Sorry, Beania, but been watching later on. Been busy at work. Making detectors, crystals, and wires. Red heart scissor.
Okay, send me some of those. I would love to have a crystals and wires. Are you into that type of deal, sister? I'd love to have one of those. The only one that brings good and positive energy, and pretty much shun all of the negative energy. Yeah, but I appreciate you so much, Sister Sal, for your dedication, your support, your love, and adulation for the nation. That it goes a long way, not a short way. And you're one of the premium sponsors of the show, and I really appreciate you. That helps with seizures. Shout out to you, Jameson. So whatever you need too, Jameson, because, I've been seeing your comments, bro, and I hope all is well with you, and I especially hope that you can get the proper health that is needed. All right, and with that being said, so I do like the ideology of us playing this game on Thanksgiving Day. It's been so long, so much crazy stuff that's going on Thanksgiving Day. And believe it or not, Pat, We owe you one. You due for an L, Pat Mahomes. Yeah, we haven't beaten Pat Mahomes yet. So he's due for a big old L, and why not have some turkey, some dressings, some yams. Oh yeah, some yams, and give me some greens too, and some cornbread and a chief head. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and do those things. All right, and of course the news with the second week of the schedule. I hear my guy, Bad Dog, speaking glowingly of his team, right? And it's cool. And we got another super chat. Appreciate you for your elevations for the nation. Come on, K-Dub.
KW $20. Law, does this hurt Louis T's theory about the NFL promoting the new face of the NFC, Jaden? Because all I see are 2 games that the Cowboys are headlining before the full schedule is out. How about dem Cowboys?
Okay, Dub, man, you right on the money, man. Shoot. They look at the Washington team like, yeah, new broom can sweep the floor good, but man, that old broom can get those corners. And the Cowboys are the premium ticket for getting those ratings, and that's the corners, right? And, you know, at the end of the day, what the NFL is really saying to us, and Lord Brunson don't want to admit it or see this, is that the NFL knows that the golden ticket, they don't give a damn about the Eagles. All offseason, they've been talking about us. We haven't even touched the postseason last year. It's all about the Cowboys. That's what people fail to realize. If it was up to the NFL, they would prefer the Cowboys versus a whole different team, right? They wouldn't have mind putting the Cowboys versus the Chiefs week 1, right? And having the Eagles play on this Sunday or on Monday night or something like that. But they can't do it, right? And nobody's tuning in to see the filthy Philadelphia Eagles, right? At the end of the day, they know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth as well, right? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. They don't care about the Eagles like that. Just go watch and hear and see what all offseason been all about. It's been about the Cowboys. And I think that we are heading in the right direction. As far as the Washington team, that's good. That's a fad. You know, they trying to make sure that they get some coverages so that they can pay off that schedule. No, not schedule, but pay off that new stadium that they trying to get built, instead of having fecal matter falling out of the sky. But if you know what tilt the scale is always the Dallas Cowboys.
I gave it a full hour, man. I gave it a full hour. It's been a full hour since they announced a Thanksgiving game. The Chiefs and the Cowboys. I ain't see none of you niggas with them old-ass NWA Cowboy starter jackets hop in the car, make no videos. I ain't see none of you niggas talk all of this shit. Oh, George Pickens gonna do this, don't do that. Where that same energy at?
Yeah.
Where the same energy at? It's been a full hour. I ain't see the same energy. When they announced y'all playing daddy.
Wait a minute. See, his theory and his analysis and analogy is that the fact that we're not giddy and jumping up for the Thanksgiving Day game. Look, don't y'all know how far the Thanksgiving Day game is from here? You know? That's why nobody did no video on Thanksgiving Day game way down the stretch jumping in the cars. So at the end of the day, LB, you my boy, you my dog, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we already know. Look, we were more talking about week 1 and week 2. The Chiefs are not our rivalries at this point. You see, the thing is, even though the Chiefs got 3 Super Bowl rings, to a degree, their fan base is a little bit more humble, right? Let me know if I'm lying. Their fan base is a little bit more humble, right? They don't shoot rocks at the kings at the top, right? You know, but at the end of the day, Eagles fans, you guys been carrying the same energy since day one, before y'all had y'all little first ring and your second ring. So that's just for what it is. So at the end of the day, we still the king of the East. You still got to overcome Washington, and you still got to overcome Giants, and you still got to overcome the Dallas Cowboys. And that's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little while because we ain't laying down like Family Guy. And granted, I know most of you guys can literally say, well, the Patriots did it in a lifespan. But have y'all paid attention to the Patriots division when they was doing it? Shoot, that lollipop schedule the Patriots used to have. But this time around, the Cowboys, Washington, and the Giants, man, we got a little bit more fight in us than those teams, right? But let me talk to you guys about this right here.
I actually think Dallas is being slept on. I understand nobody likes the coaching hire. Nobody likes the leadership. I get all that. I agree with all that. But, you add Pickens. And even before that, the most important position, a lot of these other positions that come and go, there's a lot of variance. The quarterback is the most important thing. And if you go on social media, you think Dak Prescott's like lucky to be in the league. He was second MVP in 2023. He's a good quarterback. And you got Pickens, you got Lamb, you got Parsons. Who knows with the rest of the team? I know there's a lot of pieces to fill in, but it's still, if you have Dak healthy and you got some of these other guys, I think they have a solid team. I actually think.
Yeah, you got a solid team. Yes, it did. It's crazy that we will have literally Eagles fans here saying that we're coping and thinking that these trophies somehow got expiration dates on them, right? So what would be your excuse and the reason why y'all haven't caught up? Every time I say those things, right? If the Eagles are who they say they are, if they have the best running back, if they have the best quarterback, if they have the best offensive line, then if they have the best defense and all of these things, the best coaching, best everything, right? Then it should be no problem for y'all to repeat, right? We did it when we had those things, right? So it should be no problem. It should be absolutely no problem for you guys to repeat like the Chiefs were able to do, like the Patriots were able to do. But I can guarantee you ain't repeating. You're going to still be looking up, and it's going to be another continuancies of years of disappointment. I'm really thinking that when you really look at everything, ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles starting the season off 0-2. Yeah, they're going to start the damn season off 0-2. If you believe in what I'm saying, put 0-2 in the chat. Yeah, put 0-2 in the chat for the Eagles because they playing us week 1. We're going to give them that fade. And then they going to play against the Chiefs, who's red hot and pissed off that they lost to the Super Bowl to them. And yeah, put 0-2 in the chat. Come on with it. Repeat bombs, do what we did. Since they want to be us so bad, do what we did. Do what the Chiefs did. Do what the Patriots did. Come on, run it back then. Come on with it. 0-2, Chill Mo D. I see you, fam. Look at that. Yeah, look at all them 0-2s. Come on with it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nobody does it better. They can come closer than close, yeah. Original, they never will be.
Look at all them damn 0-2s, yeah. Yes, indeed. You're going to have, look, a bounty on the head. Come on. 0-2. Yes, indeed. So that's the real, look, my God, that's the definition of a real dynasty. Yeah. And if you talking so much, and if we've been trashed for all of these years, it should be no problem. It should be no problem for you guys to pass up on the Cowboys. It should be no problems. It should be a walk in the park. It should be literally an easy maker for you all. It should be something of that nature. But I do like what my guy Jay Tuck put up over here. Now they will go 0-17. We want them to still be competitive. I don't think that they'll go 0-17. But, yeah, just like my guy Jay Tuck put down here, Cowboy Nation, Chief Kingdoms, week 1 and 2. Yeah, we'll double team up on them. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Lord, they're going to be saying they have a horrible season coming off of a Super Bowl win. Yeah, young star. Yeah, I can hear the bird chirpings right now, saying the NFL is ruling against us, Yeah, use all what they can, all what they can for motivation. But if stuff really don't smell good and it's still kind of smelling bad, first you got to wash it off first, but then you also got to apply some of these things to it. And if you guys been following the channel, you already know what I'm talking about, right? You got to be knowing what I'm talking about when I said apply this. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW. Shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash, odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW. Shopmando.com. Let's go, and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
No doubt, let's go. And be sure to, man, to wipe it off first and then put this Mando on. You know, smell better naked. Be sure to put this applied all over the body. It works for all 31 other teams, but it don't work for one team, and it's the Eagles. So it's nothing that you guys can rub on to remove that filth, but you can give it a shot. So purchase this, 40% off, and then on top of that, let me know what you come up with. Y'all let me know, because I think it works for all of the other teams, but it just don't work for them damn Eagles. But you can try the invisible cream. It comes out that you can see it, but once you rub it in, it disappears. Come on with it, Mando. Now, to be objective with it, Cowboy Nation, there are still things that I want the Cowboys to do, and that is in the Rams and the ramifications of at least hear me out when I say these type of things. It's under the ramifications of 3 possible moves, right? 3 in a push, right? 3 possible moves, and that will be in the Rams of. We talked about this last night on the Final Word. Appreciate them. I'm gonna pull this up. Appreciate my guy. And these are the three things. Nick Chubb to Dallas. That would be like more of a consolation prize, right? And bring in a veteran defensive tackle, one tech, right? I would like for us to still bring in Gilly. We've seen what his rap record is against A.J. Brown, right? You knowing that you're going to see him week 1, right? Or you spend a little cash trades for Jalen Ramsey. Those are like my 3 positional moves. Running back, even though I'm good with our running back with what we have now, and move in with a defensive tackle, one tech, and, of course, a cornerback. Those are the 3 positions, but that's 2 in the possible. I would love for us to do defensive tackle first and then a cornerback. But outside of that, we okay. Reader, Ramsey, Jair Alexander, Seabass. Come on with it, man. I love that. Y'all come up with y'all 3 possible situations that you would like to see. But at the end of the day, we still will understand the cost that is involved with this particular situation, because I'm not worried at all. And if you guys think I am, you know, it's one of those.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah, you must be out of it, because and look at my guy over here. Look, if y'all don't know Rome, man, he's notorious on Twitter, man. He's the perfect troller against those damn Eagles fans.
Main reason.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm loving the schedule release.
Yeah.
And it's the main reason. I'm going to keep it 1,000.
Wow.
The way the NFL is making the Cowboys schedule, it's killers all over the schedule.
Yeah.
Ain't no lull, that's the easy part. Killers everywhere. Which means, yes, we love George Pickens, great, but there are other holes we need to fill.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to compete for real, Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Will McClay, let's go handle our business. All right? So that means go get Gilly. Go grab another back like Nick Chubb or something like that. Show up the running back room. And go get the DT. Yeah. That's it. Go get another DT. But, like, with the way the schedule's shaping up, there's no playing around. Let's wait till the trade deadline. It's killers everywhere.
Yeah, your killers everywhere, man. And this was Tyler Booker and the clone version of CeeDee Lamb. There's Tyler Guyton, the Tylers. Now, I ain't the best evaluator of size, right? And technically, you want your tackles to be a little bit more athletic than your guards. But God dog, man, how small is Tyler Guyton? Is he Ozempic? What's going? Y'all let me know if that's CeeDee Lamb and that's not Tyler Guyton. Because at this point, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, that's some other casual fan. Because they saying to me, that's Tyler Guyton right there. I need to know, man. People that's in the chat, man. I need to know, man. Is that really Tyler Guyton? You know, because at the end of the day, boy. And then, of course, we seen my guy, Cooper Beebe, that boy wide, man. He can fool around, slip and fall, and he gets stuck in the Grand Canyon. Yeah, that guy dog, boy. And here's what we got. With all of this, I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, reading the comments. So everything, that's Travis Scott good. That Travis Scott good. That better not be Tyler Guyton right there. Yeah, that Travis Scott, who that is, man, y'all let me know. Woo! God, yeah. But man, where is he? You know, where is he? Because we need to have some more situations as it relates to all of my guards and all of my offensive linemen to be in the same building at the same time. We need to be all on the same page, man. I hope that is Travis Scott. Is he a Cowboy fan? He's in Dallas, you know. Is he a Dallas Stars fan? I like everything about the Dallas Stars, but I hate them damn green jerseys on them. Shoot. Turtle, yeah. That is Travis Scott. Let me make sure. So that is Travis Scott, right? You know, let me see. Boom. Yeah, let me see. Where he been? Okay. Stars game. We put Dallas Stars game. I don't want to make fool around and type in Puff Daddy. All right, so maybe that's him. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Well, hopefully that is him. Scott is from Texas. Come on, y'all help a brother out because the whole offensive lineman. This is going to be a great situation for us regardless. And pitches could be deceiving. You know, pitches could be deceiving. I don't know. But they say cameras sometimes give you 10 pounds. I don't know. Maybe they took it away from him. Travis Scott is from Houston. Y'all let me know, man. Find the pictures. Put it over into my DMs on Instagram or Twitter or the X app. Yeah. Scott is not that tall. Y'all tripping. You know, we don't know. So we're going to have to hit this button over here. Yes, indeed. So here's my thoughts. Tyler Guyton is 320. Look, regardless of the situation, the size of Tyler Guyton never been the issue, right? It's the penalties that's been the issues, right? The overanalyzing the thought process been the issue. So we'll see. I can't wait to see these guys out there on the field. But let them have fun because what I'm seeing from my eyes, NFL young boy instead of NBA young boy, y'all crazy. Hey, y'all crazy. But what I'm seeing from my eyes is unity. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing unity. I'm seeing team building, culture. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm seeing. I hope y'all seeing the same thing with all of this. It's unity. That's what we need to see. Now, with that being said, Cowboy Nation, I want to know from you all now, since it's 1 o'clock, hit the 1 o'clock hour, right, on Texas time. We like to open up the phone lines and get things going. Maybe 1 or 2 points, and then we can scoot on up out of here. I think the schedule will be released at 7 to 8 o'clock tonight or what have you, the full schedule, right? And if I know a lot of news been going on, you know, DDG and whatever that guy, he put his hands on the lady, right? We've been hearing news with, was it Cassie and Diddy? a lot of allegedly stuff going on with that situation, baby oil everywhere. Hey, and slipping and falling, slips and falls, that happened, right? And running into doors and stuff like that. And after reading some of the transcripts and hearing some of this stuff, instead of saying no Diddy, sometimes we're going to have to say no Cassie, because shoot, she was saying, hey, R. Kelly me on some of them things, right? I'm just saying, she ain't all the way innocent. I'm just giving y'all that too, some freak offs of the shoe. She seemed like she was really willing to be a part of it. Like, hey, send me, after you get done, send me some of those pictures. That's what she was saying. So I'm just saying, she ain't all the way a butterfly with this. She got some cocoons going on, But neither here nor there, we hope all is well. But Diddy pullout game was good, because the dude Cassie with now, shoot, he done knocked her up 3 times now. Oops, I said that out loud. Oh, my bad. Come on with it. But if you are in those type of situations, slip and falls, and it's happening at work or anywhere that you are at, as far as a building that you can probably reach out to, if you fall and hurt yourself, this is what you're going to have to do.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle,
and they
witness
understand the
statements,
cost.
photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies.
Call Frenkel first. 214-817. And all of the 3s that you can dial. Keep in mind, these guys will fight for you, not against you, like those insurance companies. Insurance companies knowing that they have to pay out $25,000, and they say, man, all we can do is $2,000 for you, right? So go ahead and make sure that you get the real attorneys, like the personal injury lawyers, like Frenkel and Frenkel. They will take great care of you, not advantages of you, and they have over a combined of 100 years of experience. Come on with it. But in the meantime, in the between time, if you can't call that number, visit FrenkelFirm.com. They will definitely direct you from there. Now, my number, my hotline for your mind is 657-390-7391. That's the hotline for your mind. The first person that I got here is Darius from the 214. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. What you got for me?
Like, you can hear me pretty good.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you pretty well, bro. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, man, there's so much shit I want to holler at you about, but I'm trying to keep this shit short and sweet as I can.
Come on with it.
First thing, my girl had gotten in an accident, and I called Frenkel and Frenkel. So
okay.
if they don't do right by my girl, I'm gonna definitely talk bad about their ass, because I really put her on to Frenkel and Frenkel because you, baby,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna talk bad about them if they don't do right.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, they should take great care of her and make sure when all of the processes go through, they say, hey, man.
I told them about you.
Yeah. Law sent me.
They asked me how did we find out about them, and I told the lawyer. I think the lady name was Claudia or something like that.
Claudia.
It was something like that. But I told her Law Nation. She was like, Law Nation? I was like, yeah, it was Law Nation. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like she know. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So it wasn't Gene Burkett like the dude said. It wasn't Gene Burkett. It was Claudia.
But all jokes aside, number one thing, is she okay?
Oh yeah, she good. She had a herniated disc though, so
wow.
We gonna run that checkup for sure.
I mean, and she wasn't at fault, right? It was okay. No. Where was this? Was this recently or it happened a while back?
It was like two nights ago. Two nights ago.
Were you involved with it?
Hell no, I was somewhere way else, but I pulled up on the scene.
You pulled up on the scene. Did you take pictures and evidence and all of that good stuff?
Yeah, I got that because I remember they said witness statements, photos, the whole thing. Yeah, I did that.
Okay, good. So my guys, man, they're going to take real good care of her, not advantages of her. You know what I'm saying? Like those insurance companies. Come on with it, bro.
Okay,
or did
okay. Well, so But yeah, so this is a quick point. This is not my main point, but I had just Sinners. I don't know if you've seen that, but they based that in Mississippi.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, cool. So to my Cowboys point, I do want to notify you, Law, that we've heard a lot from Shotty, but I don't even know who the offensive coordinator is, and I haven't heard that much from Eberflus. And I do want to notify you, like if the defense does well this season, just know that other teams may try to poach Eberflus. So get ready for that. If he does well, if the defense look really good, I want to prepare you for that.
Okay.
So, because I know that's a big, thing for you. You hate when they do that during the postseason and we make it. So I'm just letting you know, if he does well, just get ready for that.
Oh yeah, for someone else to scoop up what we have here. Clayton Adams is the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Shotty would still call the play, so they'll run that. So Clayton Adams would do the install. Here's the differences, though, between what we've seen the previous years is that Mike McCarthy had this ego of if you install it, you call it, right?
Yep.
And that's a divide regardless of how you look at it, because as a team, you may be thinking one thing, right? But when the game flow goes in, you need to have someone that you can lean on to make the necessary adjustments. It shouldn't be if you install it, you call it, right? It should be a team.
Yep.
So there have been times that we worked on group projects, and I'm talking about things outside of football, that you may thought it was going to be one way, and then when you start to work the project, you said, damn, I need some help in this way. And I hated that Mike McCarthy said those things. If you install it, you call it, right? That means that he's a one-man operation. I'm looking at Shotty as, hey, let's work together. Let's see what we can do to help each other out versus, hey, man, Clayton Adams, man, you install it, you call it. I don't give a dog. If the kitchen burning down, that's on you. No, I don't want that approach. Mm-mm.
At all.
At all.
That's all type of division and divisiveness. Hell no.
Right.
I'm so glad we got that cancer out of this locker room. You already know how I feel about that bum ass boy.
Yeah.
But second of all, I think we're gonna start the season 2-0. We're gonna wipe up the Eagles. The Eagles finna go through a hellified Super Bowl hangover. Because they was already teetering last year.
Right.
Like within a structure, it was already dysfunctional. So that shit finna fall all the way out. You know what I'm saying? But, this season. And so I think we're gonna start off 2-0, and I'm glad that we have the strength of schedule that we have so far, because we get to see like how good we actually are. We will be battle tested. So overall, that's kind of my little 2 cents on the season, man, and I'm looking forward to it, bro. This season finna be so fucking lit, man.
Come on with it,
man.
Man.
I'm finna have so much fun this season, man. Law, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man, and I hope all is well with your people, man, especially since they call Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
indeed. And Claudia, and hook a brother up, since you talked to him, Yes, indeed. With that being said, man, we got to be on the same page, right? And the Cowboys heading into this year, I hope, and that's the only thing I hope it's not lip services with Shotty and Matt Eberflus. I hope that they are really rolling up the sleeves and getting things going. Write this down. You can go fast by yourself, but you can go further with someone else. And when you look at that, I think that's how Shotty built this team, right? Or Schottenheimer, if you don't want to give him a nickname. But I think that he's looking at this thing saying, hey, I've been in dormant for over 20 years. I got a chance to see the pitfalls, the shortcomings from everyone else. But now it's time for me to assemble my team. And there's nothing wrong with assembling your team. Look at the Avengers, right? Look at the Justice League. They had to assemble the team, right? So, and the one enemy, we can talk about the enemy from within, but the one enemy, been the NFL, believe it or not. Ever since people talk about, the Cowboys haven't done X, Y, and Z things since 95 and 96, but the Cowboys ultimately, Jerry Jones sued the NFL and won $750 million. Won! That was in the 90s. Shoot, you give me 750 now, shoot. Ha, shoot. That's equivalent. I don't know what the inflation cost is, but that's like almost winning $1 billion or more in the 90s if you add the inflations and all of that stuff, right? So at the end of the day, Cowboys versus Jets, week 5, more and more schedules being leaked out. Let's go with it. I got, Autobots, roll out. Yeah, come on with it. I got my brother from the VIP lounge just chilling, man. And he ain't a villain, but he chilling. Yeah, but don't push him. All right, from the 860, you're live on the Nation.
Let me put this out, Law, because I'm smoking on a Philly pack, and I'm smoking on a KC pack. Hold on, Law. Let me put this out right now, because Law, I want all the smoke.
Come on,
I'm rolling it up. I want all the goddamn smoke.
3.5 in the backwood. Come on with
I'm
it.
talking about the Cowboys. I know you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I'm outside, Law. This man looking at me. You a Philly fan? You might be a Philly fan.
Oh,
you
wow.
Get it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Look, Law. We in the Phillies, Law. We about to give you an L. Look, Law, man. I can't wait, Law. I'm pulling up to this. I'm hitting my man Gilly. I know me and Gilly been cross texting about it. I'm hitting Gilly. I want to go to the game with Gilly so I can give him all the smoke, Law.
Yeah. No Slurpee zone. I see you.
Yeah, there's no Slurpee zone, Lord.
Yeah.
I know the Slurps they see that some of the Slurps got nervous. Oh, I don't want to play Philly. I want to play a Passover game. I want to play the Giants. Nah, B.
Yeah.
Nah. I want that ready for now. I want that pre-roll smoke. You heard, Lord? I need that pre-roll.
You know what it is though, VIP? I love the schedule. They need to adopt this schedule every year. Because we're gonna put BTA on the front end, and they're gonna be talking about, well, wait the next time, and then the next time they got to come to our crib, and we're gonna pull that same belt out, and we're gonna whoop that ass again. Yeah. Come on,
belt to ass on Thanksgiving, belt to ass on the first day. Look, Lord.
Come on with it.
Lord, look, come get who else want it, Lord? But I want San Fran. Luckily, we not playing their division this year, Lord, because that's the other smoke I wanted. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah. I'll take these pre-rolls. These pre-rolls they're giving us right now. I'll take that, Lord. Matter of fact, let me put this out again, Lord, because I want all. Who else saw the pack, Lord? Did they put out anybody else, or they just trickling us? Lord, you know what's funny, Lord? Who won the Super Bowl, Lord? You would think we won the goddamn Super Bowl as much as they talk about the Cowboys, Lord.
Right. We didn't even make it to the postseason last year, but we get the first game of the year. Gonna have the most visible views that anybody can even imagine. Eagles fans gonna run and say it's because of them, but we already know. We already know it's because of us.
And we come to burn down your flags. You hang them, we burning them down, Lord.
Come on with it, yeah.
So, Lord, I think because you know what my quarterback does against Philly. So I predict a 40-burger, Lord. I know, I'm telling you right now, Lord, I predict a 40-burger. Mm-hmm. We're going to see the real duo, the best wide receiver duo in the NFL, Lord. I'm putting it down now. Over my people in Cincinnati. I like them. Lord, I don't love them. They're not on my team. So over them kids, over any clowns, Lord. I don't care who we going up against, Lord. I think we're going undefeated this year, Lord. I don't know, Lord. Maybe I'm smoking that opium again. Let me put this shit out, Lord. I don't know what's doing in my brain, Lord.
I got a whole bush behind me, man. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Lord, look, but I do want to say this, because like I said, I know Slurp got a couple of Slurp followers, and they say, oh, I can't wait for your quarterback. I'm waiting for the postseason. Like you told them, Lord, I don't want to hear inch from you into the postseason. I Slurp, don't come on Lord Nation talking about nothing about my quarterback until the postseason. But my quarterback will put up MVP numbers, and I want to hear you slurp over that. I want to hear you Diddy slurp over that. You, Diddy, Cassie, the call-in. Yeah, we want all of y'all in one room with some baby oil, Lord, and let them slurp out this L we going to give them, Lord.
Come on with it. They said Cassie was holding the damn camera, so, hey, she was part of it.
Hey, you can't be mad at the girl, man. Hey, she was brought up in the R. Kelly era. Lord. She like a little yellow.
Oh, boy, hold the camera. She went to the store and got the oil. I didn't want to make her mad. That was your pass to drive away. Yeah. Let me go to the store and get the baby oil. Where Cassie at? She's supposed to be.
Then he pulled out to close the doors, lock the doors.
Lock the doors. Oh my God, man! Hey, well, allegedly, I don't want them to come after me and call me up to the damn trial. But appreciate you, man. Put VIP BTA in the chat, y'all. There's a VIP section because that BTA is coming to the Washington team, the Giants, and the damn Eagles in no particular order, but it's coming to them.
No particular order. Just line them up, Lord. All three rows. We smoking all they books, Lord. So, Lord, you know I'm gonna get out of here, Lord. I'm gonna end it like this. Them mother effing Cowboys.
Swallow that.
Don't push her. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Come on with it. Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
Come on with it. April. Don't give me April. Don't give me April. Don't give me April. April said, you know that girl didn't have a chance. She had a chance. You can always go to the authorities. I don't give a dog. Look, ladies, public PSA. I don't give a dog if a man got 5 billion, 1 million, 100,000, 10,000. If he's beating on you and you got visible wounds, the moment you get free, go straight to the authorities. That's all I'm saying. Go straight to the police and them, and then you get that on document. Now he might come get you afterwards, but you have a choice. You just didn't want to give up the lifestyle that he was providing. On top of that, hear me out. You know what? She never went to the authorities. They went for a money grab. They didn't go to the authorities. They went initially for the money grab and literally settled. And then they said, oh, let's bring this up now. You know, so that's my parts of it all. Ladies, if you're out there and y'all got some mans putting some hands on you and they are with a lot of power, get that camera, go the next time you get free. Hey, there's some back places in Mississippi that Diddy won't be able to find you in. You can go hide out in Texas. I done drove through some areas in Texas that you definitely ain't gonna be able to find you in, and you sit there and hold it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's the lifestyle. You know, she went for the money, like the $50 million gonna cover up, or the 40 million, or the 10 million, or all of the millions gonna cover up the beatings and all of this stuff. But now all of a sudden, no, shoot, she had a part of it too. Let a rascal pee on me one time. Open your mouth and pee on me. No, and let it slow drip. She giving the man instructions. Don't let it fully get on me. Let it slow drip on me. That's insane. She wanted to be a part of that. You know, sure. $50 million you got is that everybody got a price. Had the cops in his corner too, but he didn't have the cops in Mississippi. Hey, I'm going to fly into Jackson, Mississippi. I'm going to pull up. Here's the tape. Here's the dude. Hey, say whatever you can say. Diddy got some power, but he ain't got no power in Mississippi. He ain't got no power in Backdoor, Texas. He might have all of the power. She got $1 million. She could have at least went to Mississippi, Georgia. She could have went to California. She could have flew out somewhere and said, hey, this dude is doing this to me. I guarantee you, they would have been like, oh, really? Come on with it. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, I got the next person on the line from the 214. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me. Come on with it.
Say, what's happening?
What's happening, dog? What's good with you?
All I ask.
Say, first of all, man, you got to put a whole seldom in a backwood, not just a 3.5. You got to put a seldom.
Oh man, look, oh my gosh.
For me, that was a long time ago. Long
time ago.
long time ago, man. Not now, a long time ago. But hey, man, us Cowboy fans, man, we gotta be careful with the we gonna beat them week 1. You know what I'm saying? We gonna smash them. We gonna put up a 40 burger on them week 1. We gotta be real careful with that, man. Because again, like I told you a couple of days ago when I was on the phone with you, we've had 30 years of this. I said 30 years of the same old thing. So say, man, y'all get ready. what I'm gonna say is, man, don't be surprised if you get your heart broken again, man. Because we done been through this, done all that. So y'all chill out with all that. We gonna whoop them week 1, cause we might not, bro. We still ain't got no corners. We still ain't got no defensive tackles. You know what I'm saying? Say, man, we got a left tackle that's a turnstile. I heard some guys calling him Holdenstein, cause that boy always holding, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful, man. We gotta let the preseason play out. We gotta let all this play out before we stand on business talking about who we gonna whoop and who we ain't gonna whoop. Cause with mine, might not make the playoffs next year. Just like last year, before the season started, we all talking about playoff bound and didn't make the playoffs. I'm just saying, Law, we got to be careful, dog. We got to be real careful.
All right, so we should go into this game timid. What shall I say? What shall I say as a content creator saying, oh man, them Eagles just coming off of a Super Bowl and they got no weak spots, man. What I supposed to do?
I'm not saying you as a content creator.
No.
Look, and I ain't got no problem with homie, but the Slurpee guy, man, he talk a lot of noise. He talk a lot of noise, man. Boy, it be some slow singing and some flower breaking. But the goddamn playoff coming, we ain't in it, man. That's all I'm saying. You as a content creator, you have the right to say everything you say. But I'm talking about to the rest of the Cowboy fan, and I'm a Cowboy fan too. Don't get it wrong.
Oh my God.
I'm a Cowboy fan too. But say, man, Earl Smith thought he was gonna beat up Bud Crawford. Got in that ring, got his ass whooped, didn't he?
Yeah, but he wasn't saying, man, Bud, you gonna knock me out. He was saying all what he needed to say. Yeah.
And what happened at the end?
I mean, at the end of the day, anytime Bud gets shot in the head, you know, and and still live to talk about it, that just one of them country boys that you don't do all of that talking about, right? You know. But blow for blow. Let me say this though: if EJ was 1,000% healthy and never went into that damn car wreck, I think that fight should have happened 5-6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been a whole different type of situation. I think EJ would have probably rocked him a little bit though. You know what I mean?
Man, EJ was scared of and running in a high-speed chase from a local Dallas rapper.
I can't talk on that. I can't talk on that. I got too many close ties around Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is,
I understand it, but I'm telling you.
Yeah. Then I won't be able to go to the police. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
Just tell him you didn't say it. Your homie Thursday said it.
Okay, Thursday. You know, from the 214. You know, because that means you somewhere around the door. You know what I'm saying? But
I know what I know, and I know what I know it. Dog. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. So, but what I'm getting at is overall, we can't stand them damn Eagles. We can't stand them. So what I'm getting at is now that if I know when Dak Prescott had T.Y. Hilton or Noah Brown and he was still able to hang 40 on them boys collectively, of course they didn't have the kinds of calibers of defense that they had last season, but they always had a good front seven. And one can argue that DB play was a little bit better that year. Now we going to have, if healthy, Dak Prescott going up, dare I say, against the Philadelphia Eagles with sophomore cornerback and Adoree Jackson. Oh man, it's Roman candles burning time, baby. Shoot, we finna burn them doors off them damn Eagles week 1.
So you saying it's a candlelight vigil on the block? That's what you saying?
That's
somebody done got murked. Somebody got murked. Now the friends and family in the neighborhood out there with the candles out, with the picture and the bears on the side of the road. That's what you telling me.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I need to see, brother. That's what I need to see. Okay, but okay. I appreciate you. What else you got? No. I'm hoping we win. No. Take that hope off your voice, man.
I'm just saying.
We going to win.
I know some of your listeners probably say I'm a hater. Some of Bob's listeners say I'm a hater. All y'all listeners say I'm a hater. I'm just saying, bro. Let's be careful. That's all I'm saying.
No. We don't need to operate out for no hope, Thirsty.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm just trying to get that hope out of you right quick, though. You work for a living, right?
I sure do. I'm at work right now.
Yeah, work right now. Do you hope that they pay you? Do you get paid every 2 weeks? Once a month? What kind of job?
I get paid every 2 weeks.
Do you hold on, brother? When you put in that work, bro, do you hope that they gonna pay you?
They know better. They know better because they know I'm gonna act a fool if I don't get my paycheck every other Friday.
That's how the Cowboys need to operate. They need to come in to this particular game knowingly that they finna beat up on these Eagles, because they put in the work. If you put in the work, then you gonna put in the time as it relates to lifting up that W. Yeah. You ain't gonna hope.
The players should have supreme confidence.
Yeah.
The fans don't need to be talking no noise. That's all I'm saying.
Wait a minute. I see it from your point of view, though, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in. But let me hear you say it.
Listen, how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? My guy, Thirsty Owl, man. Yeah. I'm just saying, though, if I put in some work, I better not be saying, man, I hope they pay me, Come on, let me know if I'm wrong. April, if you still there, let me know if I'm wrong. Angie, let me know if I'm wrong. TD, you got us. Let me know. Dak owns filthy. Yeah, Toxic Tom. Yeah, Ashley in the chat, And if I offended anyone with the casting situation, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Y'all know where I'm coming from, right? All right, so whoop that trick. Yeah, should have flushed the toilet on. Yeah. Law, my neighbor can give you a good deal on a room. Yeah. Nate Davis, appreciate you, man. Yeah. Win, lose, or draw, I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but they better not say, man, I hope we win. Ain't that right, Jimmy? Jimmy the Greek, he already know that he ain't finna be talking about, I hope I get paid, these next 2 weeks. No, you finna get paid because you put in the work. Jimmy?
What's up, my brother?
Okay, what's good? What's good with you, Jimmy? What's good with you?
Sorry, my man. There was a little pause there.
I was worried. I said, dog, man, they didn't got you. What do you got?
Okay, I'm walking my 120-pound dog right now, so he's pulling my ass right now.
Man, what kind of dog you got?
He's a half English, half shepherd, so he's a big boy, man.
I got George in the corner over there, and he's a big boy.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Let me tell you, and you'll agree, Log, dogs are better than people, right, my man?
Oh, yeah. Shoot. They faithful.
100%.
Yeah. They loyal. The man's best friend. Yeah.
That's right. Well, listen, you're doing amazing work. I just wanted to touch base. I haven't talked to you since the pickup of Pickens. I'm telling you right now, this team is on a great course right now. They've had an amazing offseason. I don't care what anyone says, a terrific draft.
Mm-hmm.
All they're missing right now is getting a stud one tech if they can possibly get either DJ Reader or whoever's out there, just to solidify that interior defensive line. But I'm telling you right now, man, this team is going to surprise a lot of people. And there's a lot of haters out there, tremendous haters out there. And I've been dealing, listen, I'm 53 years old. I've been dealing all my life as a Cowboys fan. But I love the hate. I love it. As Cowboy fans, this is what we're used to. But this is what keeps us going. But you know what? I'm anticipating a great year. Hopefully everybody stays healthy, man. And God bless to you. You're doing amazing work as always. And that's it. Keep up the good work, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man. And, hey, man, stay, I guess, what's the weather is out there? Because it's finna approach 100 degrees over here.
You know what? It's 71 today and sunny. It's beautiful up in Massachusetts, man.
Man, hey, let the dog walk you, dude.
Yeah, he is. Trust me.
No doubt, man. You have a good one, bro.
And I'm 230, and he's still walking.
Them dogs, something special about them, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
Of course.
No doubt, man. That's Jimmy the Greek, man. Always a great conversation with him. Even Boston, man. So that's why he got that talk. I got my guy from the 469. What's on your mind? You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
Yo, good afternoon, Law Nation, man. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Doing great with it.
Hey, good, man. Hey, I can't believe it's almost football season again. It just shows how fast life moves, and you just never can take it for granted. But one thing we know, we ride or die for these Cowboys.
We do.
No matter who's quarterback, running back, wide receivers, we support this team. And it can, it can break us and make us. But hey, at least when they're up there lifting that Lombardi up, we know who the true ones are. We know who the true ones were, and that's what's going to pay it off for, man. But real quickly to my point, man, I just can't believe the NFL did it right with the schedule for the Cowboys. I mean, I didn't even know they're going to be deserving of these games, but hey, goes to show you what the NFL thinks of the hypocrisy of mediocrity or whatever Stephen A. shows says.
Yeah.
I mean, it just shows that hey, we can talk shit all about the Cowboys we want, but one thing they are going to say, they get us paid, Law. They get us paid. So
they do.
It is what it is. And then
what?
One thing I will say, I'm gonna be firm on this. Eagles have a team. I respect them. I respect Howie Roseman, how he built that team. He built it from the trenches forward, established that running game. And Law, I mean, if you wouldn't believe me, but 2 years ago they were the worst secondary in the league before they got Cooper, Gene, and Mitchell. So adding those two players changed their season dramatically, right?
Right.
And you got to respect it for that. I mean, they're a good team. But am I scared? Am I being like, oh, they're just juggernaut of a team? No. I mean, last time I checked, I think Barkley, when he was in with the Giants, he could never go, run circle against the Cowboys. And even then, it'll be in spurts, right?
Yeah.
Hurts, he's more of a push and tush. That's all he got. I mean, if it ain't pushing, he ain't tushing. So, I mean, when we're shutting that down, he's going to have to throw the ball. And we all seen Law. I'm not trying to be skeptical, but Hurts in the passing game does have question marks. And it is what it is. If Eagles fans don't want to accept that, then they're not smart. I mean, they just don't watch the film. And I'm saying this to say this. Cowboys have to be ready because this beginning of the season is a game you can absolutely win. And if they're taking this as a joke or like, oh, just another game of the season just to start, that's going to show me everything the new coaching staff and everything. And that's my point. If we come out with some fire in our ass to like these birds and cook some chicken out of them, then that tells me all I know about Ryan Schottenheimer. Something that Mike McCarthy never establishes is being ready for that moment. And that's a promising start. And I'll leave it at that. How about them Cowboys? Eso es. La Nation Deportes. De vivo. Adios.
Man, that's a good voice for that. Yes, indeed, man. That's my guy, Lokes, man. Here's my thoughts of it. Man, I couldn't have said it any better. When you go into that ring, at the end of the day, they tell you the rules of engagements. They tell you, hey, you're not saved by the bell and all of this stuff. But one thing they will tell you, touch gloves, right? Touch gloves. And before that fight, when you got to do the weigh-in to make sure everything is accurate, there's a face-off, right? That's when you look into the eyes and the soul of a man, right? And when we start to think of the Cowboys versus the Eagles, this is going to be a match September the 4th. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Put all of the titles on them. So when you know how they're bringing in, oh man, a two-time world champ with the coming off of a Super Bowl champ, the MVP Jalen Hurts versus Dak Prescott, 2-5 Dak Prescott. They're going to say all of those things. Right, they're going to say all of those things, Man of the year, Walter Payton, man of the year, all of this stuff. But in the corner that I'm rooting for I'm for damn sure saying that we going to win is the corner. What trunks we going to have? Are we going to have the blue trunks or the white trunks? Y'all help me out. Whether we A side or B side, it don't matter. At the end of September the 4th, looking into September the 5th, we're going to be 1-0. That's how I'm going into this approach and fighting this particular situation. BTA, the team that had all of the glow in the 90s. The team that haven't been there in 30 years and 30 seasons. The underdog. Come on with it. Let us be the underdog. What trunks are we? We the blue trunks. Yeah. Two broke the play. In the right corner, the blue trunks, the blue, where were we going for? The blue trunks. I got my money on the blues, A side, come on with it, Angie, yeah, we coming out, with authority. I got my brother from the 409 and then the 765, you're next. But from the 409, I ain't talking about the cleaning spray. I'm talking about my guy, Point Dexter, phone number 3. Man, you're live on me.
What's up? How you doing, man?
All is well. Can't complain. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, I've been listening in the last few days, man. You know, as I always say, the biggest subject in the nation is the nation. You know, I'm an older dude, man, and I like listening in, man. It's kind of like when I used to listen to my sons and my nephews, them, and they would talk about who could beat, you know, the He-Man or the Thunderbolts and stuff like that. So it's kind of like I listen to all sides of these subjects, man, and we got a plethora of different opinions that come in, you know. Some, we got to win, and then we have the cautious people and whatever. But I just take it one day at a time. And one thing is this part of the season, you know, we got Pickens in the fold. And a lot of people was talking about what the front office is doing. They moving different and stuff and everything like this here. Well, Jerry Jones has shown me who he is, and I believe him. I don't believe Jerry Jones is changing in any way. I believe that the team is changing. That a lot of other things are changing besides Jerry Jones. I don't think Jerry Jones is changing. I don't think Stephen Jones is changing. You know, we've got players before, and we kind of backed in the deal. So until, you know, we do something different, you know, Parsons should have been signed by now.
Right.
And that's a Jerry move. That's the Jerry move that we done seen year after year after year. So if you want to show me something different. Now, as far as this first game of the season, that's a long ways away. We don't know what's going to happen in training camp. We don't know what's going to happen, how the team's going to shake out, if there's going to be any major injuries or anything. But, yeah, I'm behind my team. I definitely want them to win the first game. Yeah. But you know, through the years that you listened to me call in, I take it a day at a time. I take it a game at a time because all games are different. I just heard a caller before was saying, what happens when Jalen Hurts is in a game when he has to throw the ball, if he's behind? I don't think Jalen Hurts is that kind of quarterback. But I know Dak Prescott is that type of quarterback. We say we want to run, we want to control the ball and everything like this. But it's some games just like before that Dak is going to pull out when everything else fails. That's the kind of quarterback we have. But if we put the team around him, then that makes the percentages go up for us winning games. You know what I mean? Having a team around him, because the last few years, the only reason we've had success is because of the quarterback that we've had that works under adversity. Yeah, you can't always come through when you're working on those adverse conditions. But he has come through. So I'm looking forward to this season, man. I'm hoping that Shotty comes in and has something different. But as far as the front office go, I listen to old school. Yeah. And I went to the Book of Wonder, the Book of Stevie Wonder. Okay. Who says, we are sick and tired of hearing your song telling us how you're going to change right from wrong. But if you really want to hear our views, you haven't done nothing.
Nothing. But it makes you, okay. How about them, Point Dexter? You know, shoot. Hey, jeez. How about them Cowboys? Here's my thoughts on it. You know, old dogs, it's hard for them to learn new tricks. And Point Dexter has some brilliant points there. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, not changing, right? But we can see some differences in this team heading into the 2025 year, right? A wheel always been a wheel. It's been the same since they invented it, right? And no cars that's driving on these roads now, technically, no cars. None of the cars don't have two wheels. They have four wheels, right? So you still gonna have the same operation, maybe a different driver, right? And I remember watching shows like Jason Bourne. You know, it don't matter what car he get in, he can still drive it crazily, right? But what I'm getting at is that we got a new driver named Schottenheimer. And hopefully with these 4 wheels that Jerry Jones already have, that we have a different driver behind the seat and we got an identity, an approach, a where to go, right? Instead of just getting behind the wheel and hopelessly trying to find out where we going when we get behind the wheel. No, we got GPS tracker. And the tracker is winning the division first, and then after you win the division, of course, win the postseason games, and then, of course, from there, steps to this process. But I do feel what Poindexter is saying. But from the 765, you're live on The Nation. Talk to me.
Hello, how you guys? How you doing, Law?
Hey, I'm doing great, doing good.
This is Fulton. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing great again.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've been busy lately.
Me too. Me too with it. I've been busy as well. But what you got for me today?
Yeah. Well, do we know when the schedule is going to be released today?
I think they're going to do like a grandiose show on NFL Network, 6 or 7 o'clock. But it's been.
I wish I can watch it,
out.
but yeah. I've got a musical I'm doing this year.
Okay. Oh wow. What are you singing?
Yep,
are you singing or you're
Well, I'm
composer?
I'm a hoodad and I'm a jellyfish, and we are doing a production of musical by Dr. Seuss.
Okay. Well, let me hear some of it then. Shoot. Let me hear some of it.
Okay. Let me think of mine. Oh, the things you can think, any wiggle things anyone can know. Only things you can think. Take a trip on a ship to the vip, on a sound of salute. Think a beautiful swap. There you go.
And that's without AI, man. I know when they put some AI to it, man, it's going to sound like a voice of angels, man. I appreciate you for calling in. But what you have for the Cowboys, though,
Well, I was wondering if they're going to have a great season for the Cowboys, and hopefully they can win.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let me hear you say it then.
Let's go, Cowboys!
Let's go! Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
No, hold on now. I'm not trying. I'm a composer too, Cantate Domino, cantate Domino, canticum novum laus eius. We can make it weird up in here, okay? We got
All I ask.
I got nothing but love for you, baby. Ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. Me gonna be a magical over here. I got nothing but love for my guy, man. All right. I got my brother from the 972. Come on with it, boy. Are you going to sing a tone? Come on with it. Shout out to you. Hello? 972. DC. Cowboy, what's good with you, man?
What's up, Law? Law Nation.
What's good with you, bro?
The greatest nation in the world. Let's look at this deal, man, with Hunter Luke, man. Why they don't never play him out the eye?
Oh, like do a power I formation?
Yeah, I mean they always running about the 3-point, but I mean they never put him. You know how he played in college. Why they don't do that?
I think that if you look at the the track sheet of Mike McCarthy in West Coast offense, they use short pass game for run game, right? And he never had that concept of like running the ball. Not saying that he can't, but then you have to quantify and add in the fact that you had Jeff Blasco, that was his first year coaching running backs, right? So it's quite sure that Hunter Lukey probably knew more than what the dude that was teaching him. So the problem is when you have those things and when you have the game on the line, you don't do things that you're not comfortable with. So that's why we didn't see a lot of strong power eyes, none of the pro sets and stuff like that. That's why it was comfortable for them to run it out of shotgun to be 1,000, you know.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, in college, man, he was awesome.
I mean, he was scatterboo, you know, in college.
Yeah, and another thing, I was listening to you and Boss Cowboy talking about Deuce, and I think Deuce gonna beat out Miles. What's the run back? I think he's gonna be behind number 23.
Yeah.
You know, Deuce finished very strong last year at the end of the year.
I mean, he had some good runs down the stretch. My thing is with Deuce, we just haven't seen anything materialize of what he did at Kansas. So my only notion would be is that with Connor Riley, since he already know him, right? And know what he's capable of, and that's our new offensive line coach, and Cooper Beebe. So there's some type of sponsorship or synchronicities that's within the confines of those three parts there. And then Clayton Adams, by him knowing to run the ball, because you just look at what the Cardinals were able to do against the Eagles when they played each other. I think that you're going to see more usage of Deuce Vaughn. But the only counter to that is that it may be a little too late because you still have 3 or 4 other running backs ahead of him.
Yeah. Like it's gonna be exciting, but my prediction. I mean, I know it's maybe going against the grain, but I think he's gonna overtake Miles Sanders. I think he's gonna have a pretty good preseason because, like you said, because of the new offensive coach they got, and that's gonna make a big difference.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, if they equal, you put the younger man in. This is your young man league. So if they're equal, if Deuce Vaughn is cutting it up, turning it loose, and Sanders is not doing that for us, and you give it to the younger guy, you know. So that's what we hope too. That iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. That we see an elevation of Deuce game.
Yeah, and one last thing. What you think the record gonna be at the end of the year for Cowboys?
I'm know for sure if everybody remains healthy, we in the postseason, right? But when the full schedule goes through, I will go down game for game and explain my reason why we win and why we lose and these sorts of things. So I don't have a record right now because the schedule is not all the way out. But look for tomorrow's show and the next week's show. And then look for Super Friends next week because we definitely got to talk to these counterparts in the NFC East. Yeah, we definitely going to have all of that.
Yeah, well, I think we'll overtake the Eagles. The Eagles are really scared of us, but that's another subject. But how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Yeah, that's my guy, DC Cowboy. Here's the 1,000 truth. You know, we can't get all of the content out in one day, right? It's the off season. It's long for a reason. All right, so what we're going to have to do now, I got to do clock game because it's approaching 2 o'clock, right? So, and trust me, I would love to go marathon show with y'all, but we're going to incorporate clock game, all right?
The conference has been locked.
And get your point in, get it out, okay? All right, it's been locked. I got my guy from the 469, then I have 971, and then everyone else hold tight. But from the 469, what's on your mind? Talk to me.
Man, I'm feeling good about everything. Feeling great about everything, and I see like a great change on this defense. I see a great change on his offensive side of the ball. Sometimes when you roll the dice, your number might pop up. You might get lucky. So we looking for winners.
Yeah.
Not losers.
Okay.
So to help this team out, to fix this team out, we have to see which one gonna be the chosen one, which one gonna be the right pick, who we gonna fit in.
That part, yeah.
Which wide receiver gonna be the right pick, who we gonna fit in. So which guy gonna be that guy will step up and make this change on this team.
Yeah.
The offense side and the defense side.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you, man, I want to say that, man, and I want to say, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, and everybody have a blessed day. God bless everyone.
God bless.
Cowboy.
Yes, indeed. That's my guy, Pastor Tim. You know, that was real quick, boy. Yeah, he couldn't even get to the sermon. He did the opening. First of all, I'd like to give honor to God, who's the head of my life, and salute to the deacon board and the mother board, and you know. But by the way, it's time for me to go. Thank you, Jesus. I like that one, man. I appreciate him. All right, the next caller from the 971. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
What's happening?
Nothing much, man. What you got for me, JP, today? What you got for me?
Okay. Did I just hear you say that they're going to make it to the postseason?
Yeah. Going to make it to the postseason,
okay,
man.
Explain to me. Break it down.
All right, when
got much time to say.
well, when you got a healthy team, if the team is healthy, I'm quite sure we've been making it to the postseason, especially when you have 4 on your back. So yeah, they've been making it to the postseason every time he's been healthy.
And I heard you say earlier that they wasn't running the I formation and the pro formation.
Right.
Is that going to be installed this year?
Most certainly, that's one of the core pieces of Clayton Adams' offense is to do power runs and GT counters, and that's the whole concept of even Connor Riley. So you got 2 people on the same page, and then you have the third person that's going to be willing everything is Shotty. So yeah, it's going to be a running the ball situation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you say when they make it to the postseason,
Mm-hmm.
the schedule comes out in a couple hours. So are you saying the defense is going to get you there, or the offense is going to get you there? What are you trying to say?
I think both of them get you there. I think both of them works as unisons. I think that if you run the ball more, you got this thing called TOP, that's time of possession, that strengthens your defense because your guys are going to be fresh. And then when you get up by a couple of scores, shoot, your defensive edge rushers can pin their ears back and get things going.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back and check on you. Is your blood pressure high, or are you feeling all right today? Everything good? I see you got that fresh cut, but everything good with you? God bless you.
Shoot. Last I checked up, and they said, "Man, I got a heart to run a marathon, bro." You know.
Okay, so you ain't been back home yet. You ain't got no home cooking, so.
Okay.
I don't know if I agree with you, but I'm gonna give you a pass, today. But I'm gonna come back and check your blood pressure, and later on, and then see have you woke up yet about making it.
Well, I appreciate you. 120 over 80, man. That's what my blood pressure is.
Well, I'm at 110. I'm at 110 over 80.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's good stuff. Good stuff, man. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. Yeah.
One more thing before I let you go.
Before you let me go, okay, go ahead.
I'm just hoping that the defense is gonna hold its own. That's for sure. I see the cornerback is getting filled up. There's going to be some domination. There's going to be everybody there trying to make it back. I do see some preparation going on there, and I see the D line. I think they're going to hold up, and they're going to be pretty decent. Linebacker core going to be all right. We'll find out the run game, stopping the run game. I'm not worried about the defense this year, but like I said before, this offense needs to click. If Dak don't get his punk ass out there in the preseason to get that
man, you doing good, man. Appreciate you, man. No, why you gonna have to call the man out of his government name? Why all of a sudden a man that's finna have 2 kids, right, is gonna be a punk, man? I just can't take. See, he was doing good. He asked me about my blood pressure. He gave me a compliment on my cut. I appreciate all of that, but man. Come on, why he had to be disrespectful to the quarterback? Come on, man. Hey, that's just insane to the membrane. All right, I got from the 832, man. What you got for me, man? What you got for me?
What's going on, Lo?
Not much, man.
Oh, man, we had the best offseason ever, huh?
I mean, it's medium well right now. It's not the best of the best, but it's better than what we had previously. So,
I mean, we ain't had this kind of offseason since Dion. What you think?
Say that again.
Since Deion Sanders signed it.
You talking about 95 off season, right when we got Dion?
Right. When we got Dion.
I mean, we was ecstatic. Yeah, we was happy.
Yeah, I mean, you got George Pickens, they got to know how to use him. You know, everybody's talking about he's a post slant and a fly pattern. That should clear it out for CD and the tight end. Whoever tight end wins the spot this year. And I think the front seven is going to be top 5 in the league. What you think about it?
I think that we would have to see it first. I think that we are better than what we were the previous year far as the alignment, right? It's on paper. Now, granted, these guys still have to lace them up and play them. Now, far as best season since 1995 off season, we haven't made a signing of the kinds of caliber of a prime time. But if you add all of these small parts, it still won't equal him. But it is, I guess, an angle in the right direction.
No, it won't. But you got to start with somewhere. I was tired of signing them guys from Carolina. What's the guy couldn't even make it through the preseason? We signed that big tackle that year. What was his name?
Preseason last year.
No, it was a couple years ago. We signed a tackle from. He played with Carolina all those years. He was a tackle. He had a knee problem when we signed him.
I don't know.
I forget his name. He didn't make an impact. I love the draft. I haven't talked to you in a while, Law. But I love the draft. I love Pickens.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you got to go. I know you got to go, Law. I just want to call in and talk on your show.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, Russell, man. Hey, keep holding it down for H-Town, man. Appreciate you, bro.
I will.
Yeah, yes, indeed, man. Representing all the way from H-Town. All right, I got Cowboys from the 201. Stevens, what's good with you, man?
Uncle Law, how we doing?
What's good, man? We doing great, man.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we chat. I gotta tell you, in the off season, we added a little Calabrian chili to that vodka sauce we call the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, we did.
You know, the one thing, you know, I want to kind of just mention here is you mentioned something about TOP and time of possession.
Right.
I think that's going to be a really big factor, but the big factor there, I got to believe, has got to be clock management because we struggled with that. That's one thing we struggled with in seasons past, you know, and I kind of want to get your take on that.
That was more of a Mike McCarthy thing. He struggled with that in Green Bay. Now, Matt Eberflus, as a head coach, he struggled with that in Chicagoland, right? So I don't know what the things that Shotty will struggle with. I'm quite sure that everyone got a weakness. Everyone got a weak spot. So that's why I'm giving Shotty 5.5. And then when I get a chance to see him coach a game, that's calling everything, that's manning everything, then maybe he can get some more points. But you're right. We need to manage the clock.
Yeah, you know, I got to tell you, from the legacy that Shotty comes from, I feel really good about our team this season. And all the moves that they've been making, I was just kind of, you know how you can breathe after you've been like holding your breath for so long? It's like finally a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, great draft moves and everything else. The schedule, I gotta say, is gonna have me holding my breath a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I see the teams that we have coming up, but the first 2 weeks, everything in the East, well, almost everything. You know, we got the Eagles, we got the Giants. You know, I'm waiting to see. Why didn't you just throw in the Commandos over there and get us out of the way for the East just for the first 3 weeks of the season?
Yeah, that would have been funny. But, hey, the schedule not all the way out, so maybe, you know, there could be a time leak.
I know. But the Thanksgiving game, the lead up to the Thanksgiving game against the Chiefs is something I look forward to.
Hell yeah. I can't wait to see that, man. Appreciate you for calling in. Let me hear you say it.
How about them Cowboys?
That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy that we need. Hell yeah. He had some point that I wanted to talk upon. Then it slipped me. But I can say this, though. Let's not get bogged down by the schedule, right? Yeah. This is what I wanted to touch upon. the ideology that it will not be easy. Never accept the easy things in life. The things that you need to, in order to appreciate things, will always be the hardest things in life. A diamond is just a rock, but it's more than a rock because it knew how to endure through triple heat and triple pressure, right? So does gold. So the common things like dirt and pebbles, those are the easier things in life to find. No one is giving you a boatload of money for some dirt or for some pebbles. So by the Cowboys, and knowing that they have to go through this schedule, whatever it may be, I know for sure by the time we play the Chiefs, there's going to be something about 3 games in 12 days or 3 games in 11 days or something like that. Heavy is the crown. But after you win on Thanksgiving Day, you get a mini bye that no other team will really have outside of the Lions. So what I'm getting at, Cowboy Nation, is that, yes, the road is going to be rugged. Just like if you got accepted to Yale, Harvard, Brown, one of those Ivy League schools, unless you got the skull and bone money and all of the Bohemian Grove rituals and all of the reptilian bloods and stuff like that to pay you all the way through, you going to have to work for that degree. Oh, and I'm going to throw in my Jackson State University too. It wasn't easy. But once you get your paper and once you get your things that you fought hard for, use it for your advantage. And that's my positive word for the day, is that you got to.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Yes, indeed. 3 games in 12 days. Yeah. So no other team got that, right? But the Cowboys do. I got from the 540, you're live on the nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me.
No, what's going on?
Hey, man, all is well. I can't complain, bro.
Hey, can you hear? So you can hear me good.
I can hear
I'm
you.
in El Salvador. But hey, listen. 2-0 in the beginning of the season. You know what I want to see more than anything? I want to see the Wall of Tyler on the first snap put all their men into the ground. All 3 of the offensive linemen, Tyler Boyd, just take the Eagles and just put them right into the ground.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going to start 2-0, baby.
Come on,
and
with
listen, Jerry Jones was on the press conference saying it's the biggest risk in the world to take a first-time head coach with Shotty. This man is not done. The George Pickens deal is not done. He is going to go all in for real before training camp. He's going to get whoever is big name that's out there because he's going to look like a genius when he takes that first year head coach. When he said that the public would admire him in the medium for taking a shot at a first-year head coach with Shotty, he's going to give that man whatever he wants because he's going to look like the genius in the end.
Yeah.
He's going to look like the genius in the end. So I hope to God we get Jalen Ramsey. I hope we get whoever we get. But one thing about it, how about them Cowboys?
Hey, man, how about them, man? Yay. That we going to get this thing going the best way possible, man. Appreciate you, bro, from the 540. How about them? Yeah. It's difficult when you take a rookie coach, right, who's had over 20 years of experiences.
Goodbye.
Whose father played or coached in the league, and he got a chance to see his father from afar. All of that stuff sounds cute. But I always been saying, everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And shout out to my guy calling all the way in from El Salvador. That means we got people all over the world and the globe, wherever they may be, they tuning in to the nation, and they want to know what we going to look like. But Jerry Jones talking about the risk that's involved, right?
And they understand the cost that is involved.
The results is what we're looking for. But all of the ladies and the fellas know that when it's that honeymoon time, She can't do no wrong, right? You're going to try to give her the world. And fellas, y'all still should be trying to give her the world, even though it's been 10 years, right? Or 15 years or 20 years or 30 years. But it's a whole nother conversation, right? No Diddy or no Cassie, you know, depending on which side of the angles you're looking at, right? And I'm telling y'all that it don't matter where you at in this world, you want to be successful. You don't go into a situation saying we're going to be terrible. You don't look into this situation. And there are some people that look at the glass half full as half empty, you know. So, and then there are some people that look at it whereas the glass is twice the size that it needs to be, right? It's all about perspective. You take that same water and put it in another cup, it's running over. So it's all about perspectives in life, and it's how you decipher which way you want to go. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, that's why I have an ex-wife too, Toxic Tom. And hey, I've read your situation that you're about to have a newborn is right around the corner, man, and that's a noble thing, bro. Congratulations on that, right? But when it's that honeymoon time, shoot, I cook you breakfast in bed. I'll be your fool. Boy, y'all better watch out, you know. I know, you know, you be doing all of that stuff. But you got to make sure that Shotty is getting his breakfast in bed, Jerry, right? You know, you better be his fool. You better make sure he get all of the weapons he is declaring and he is decreeing over here. You better make sure you go do those things, right? So we got Pickens. We got Tyler Booker, the mauler up front, right, to help solidify what we got to go up against week 1 and week 2. I get it. Most of you guys may look at it and say, well, Brock Hoffman can do the same things versus Jalen Carter, versus Dexter Lawrence, but that's too much, right? That's too much, because now you don't have to worry about Brock Hoffman doing that. He got a stronger, bigger body that's going to be inside and is going to be able to protect your $250 million quarterback, which is Dak Prescott. So you got all of those things. And Dak Prescott, it's no more kids' gloves, right? I know a lot of people think that we're looking at Dak Prescott as one of those things where it's excuses after excuses. But now that if we can establish run game, which we're supposed to exemplify and solidify, if we got 2 wide receivers that can control the outside, come on with it. We should be able to move the ball.
Barnes, $10. Law, what's your thoughts on Doc and playing in preseason? I think we smashed the Eagles, but that is a long time bro. Doc seen live action since he went out last season.
Ooh, the MVP super chat of the day. Oh my gosh. Ooh, yeah. Jason, why you had to put it like that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're right. That's the good truth of it all. Oh, my gosh. Tom Brady played for over 20 seasons, right? 20 years, 20 seasons, something like that. And you had to pretty much scrape and pull him up off the field on preseason. I get it. We don't want the quarterback to get hurt. There's a processing clock that's in everybody's head, and you won't feel good until you get hit on the field. I don't want Dak Prescott first hit to be an Eagles fan, right? Or not Eagles fan, but an Eagles player hitting him. So, yes, I 1,000,000,000% agree with the notion if you could see a quarterback that won 7 Super Bowl rings, get out there and play preseason game, the Dallas Cowboys need to give Dak Prescott at least a series, a quarter, 2 quarters and a half, dress rehearsal, something like that, and get his butt out there on the field so he can be in sync, because you don't want to use, let the AI speak.
Quentin Warner, $5. Law, love the show, brother. Chubb, Gilmore and Reader 31-21 Dallas. Without them 31-24 Dallas. Go Cowboys. Dr. Q.
Dr. Q, man, appreciate you all the way from the islands. Man, you know what? We need to see Dak Prescott get in rhythm. You don't want to do that against not against the Eagles, what have you. The NFL is smart. They did this so that you won't have the first quarter of the season as you use as the quote unquote preseason games. No, you got stuff on the line for these first two games. You got to look at these first two games as it relates to a real deal, because normally the Cowboys goes into this situation, and I hate the mindset. You go in soft, right, and then try to get hard. Pause if necessary, but you got to go. You got to come out hard. You got to, what my guy said, A-Ball and MJG, you got to be hard from the start. You got to have hard. You got to have that. So the Cowboys should be looking at this, that these are pivotal games. Divisional games are must-win games. They decide whether or not you going to advance to the postseason or not, right? And my bad for the analogy, but you guys get what I'm saying. Ain't this right, Ace Boogie? Ain't this right, Dak Owens? Elbert, yeah. Donaldson, yeah, he do owns the Eagles. But just like when my guy called in from Boston, Jimmy the Greek, he owns that dog. But what that dog was doing to him, he was pulling him, right? That dog was pulling him. Yeah. Jimmy the Greek, that dog was pulling you, right? And he's 230 pounds. The dog is 120. You know, what my guy at? What my dog at? Down, boy. Down. Down, boy. Down. I shouldn't have to say that, though, too many times. But you got to be able to take control of the situation. When that dog, if he's in the house and he piss on the floor, you just don't wipe it up without consequences and repercussions. You take that dog nose and you put it in the piss. Excuse my French, but that's the only way I know. And then you hit him on the nose. Peter, I'm just saying, you don't hit him on the nose, Peter. No, don't come after me. But I guarantee you, he won't piss in that spot no more once you do that. Now, there are other ways that you could train a dog for not doing that on your favorite part of the floor. But there are rules to life that you got to apply. So what the Cowboys got to do is hit them Eagles right in the beak, put their nose in it, and let them know that we are the mighties. We are the Cowboys that you guys are striving to become with 5 rings. Doesn't matter how many years it took us or how long we've been on a sabbatical, but you haven't eclipsed where we've been. That road that they are going down, we done already been down that road. We already done that. We already had 2 rings before. They can't tell us how it feels to have 5, right? And trying to stay on top. That's why that saying says it's lonely at the top. It don't say that there's a lot of people at the top. It's lonely at the top. Stay healthy in training camp. That's the key, Quentin Warner. Yes, you're right. Yeah, it's a cost to everything. Yeah. Yeah, scratch Peter. Peter sponsorship off the list. Laws, Michael Vick and dogs over here. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Milton would take all of the snaps. This is from Verdi. Here's what I need to see with Milton. I need to see him with plenty of snaps. We still have to have that in the back of our mind that it's been several years that 4 been down. Those are things that we have to have a healthy conversation with. Life moving on beyond 4, right? We want him to be well, right? But at the end of the day, you still have to evaluate Milton. We got to a point that we know who Will Greer is, right? But it have to be balance in life. Here's what you got to also see. And I think that the Cowboys literally did that in the wrong way. They gave all of the reps to Cooper Rush And what was it? Was it the inverse? They gave all of the reps to Trey Lance. And then you had the misevaluations of your wide receivers. Without balance, you couldn't get a full or true evaluations of your wide receivers. Trey Lance throw the ball different from Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush throw the ball different from Dak. Dak throw the ball different from Trey Lance. That was a horrible plan. And then week 1, you had the expectations that all of these guys were going to be on the same page. No, it don't work that way. Tom Brady knew that. Law Michael Vick. Yeah, so you can't use week 1 as a rust factor. You got to play it all the way through the echoes of the whistle. Yeah. We trying to get number 6, April Barnes. You're right, AB. She's the new AB. She's the real AB. April Barnes, the real AB. She been here way before, I believe, both of the ABs. Appreciate you. Yeah. Even Pat Mahomes played in preseason. Yeah. And we need Pat Mahomes to be ready week 2. Yeah. But Cowboy Nation, yeah, y'all just knew Lance would take Dak job, laughing my A off. Yeah, TK, yeah, the Lance apologists, JP, and all of them knew that Lance were going to take Dak Prescott job, right? And they gave Lance all of those reps, and he couldn't hit water if he fell off a boat. That was a horrible situation to be in for the Cowboy fans because we didn't get a true identity of what this team would be with the wide receivers, right? And it was crazy. But, at the end of the day, it is for what it is. Cowboy Nation, stand tall or not at all. Hope all is well. Appreciate all of the sponsors, Mando, as well as Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers. If you slip and fall at work, you guys know who to call, and that's call Frenkel first. And then call law. or call the authorities. On my way out, Cowboy Nation, if you enjoyed this show, whether you are an Eagle fan, Washington fan, or indifferent, just put 4 in the chat for your boy if you enjoyed the show. Right. And I really appreciate y'all. That's why I always say when the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. I don't know where else you can go that you can listen to a show for about 2 or 3 hours straight with phone calls and beyond. And I still give y'all some good energy, right? Now, my goal is not for all of you guys to agree with me. No, that's not the goal. Those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. It's not my goal. My goal is not for you guys to take only what I say as gold, right? But my goal is to express my opinion, my thoughts, my love affair of the game. And if you agree with me, then you take it, right? I seen someone put in the chat, snake law, right? And I get that, I see the jab, right? But even the scripture says, be wise as a serpent. Right? But be as gentle as a dove. And I believe I embody both of those things. There's good in most. And I'm going to tell you, even an evil man will give his child an egg so that they can live. So when I ask God, help me, guide me, I want to be 1% better than what I was yesterday. And I'm quite sure that's all I'm aiming for. Some people are aiming for 8. Some people are aiming for 10. Some people are aiming for 100%. Don't outwork yourself. The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the mighty. Just endure. You don't know what's around the corner. One phone call can change your life. Got Jerry on the other end? Here's $100,000 or here's $1 million to your cost. One phone call can change your life right now. You get a call and they can say, hey, we hate to say this news to you, but your mom just died. How would you accept that? That's life. The tilt of scale, the balance of life. One grain of rice can tilt the scale, is all I'm getting at. If there's one thing a man should always do, it's mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices only turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was, brother, I'll ride with law. I will support law. The morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take the decent man to alter his heart to seek to rip him apart. Those men you should never call a friend, because they bend the lies around the truth to meet their end. Cowboy Nation, stand tall or not at all. The principles of life, stay true to who you are. Hero today, zero the next day. Man, I'll do anything to have this, and then all of a sudden you get it, you don't want it anymore. I experienced those type of things in life. As struggles it is. Yeah, they say love's a sin, love's a crime. Love is when you have grief, you ask God for a sign. Baby, my love run deeper than the sea. My love gonna get you, you know. But at the end of the day, the tenacity that we approach these things, we can't control the outcome of them. Right? We can't control the outcome of the game. But deep down in our hearts, we feel that we can. Yeah. Be real with yourself. Yeah, you're right. And the right Freddie. But write this down, because I know for sure somebody need to hear this. It's all about passion. It's all about attitude. It's all about temperaments of your mind, soul, and sinew. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, to give up your peace and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat forward, fret forward a plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, in stern pertinacity, in neither cold poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want. If dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty, if you can feel my heart beating right now, Cowboy Nation, I had a guy that called me. His name was David. Not going to give his whole name out, but he said, Law, by you giving me that speech at the end, something moved and shifted inside of me. I just came out of a car wreck. I was already moving around with pain and suffering, and then all of a sudden, even out of a loss of a team, I was able to hear those words, and it elevated me. It moved me. I started following your channel, and I rock with you. I love that. I would take that any day, even twice on Sunday. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening. My God, Philosophical Law, Ace Boogie. Nothing but the best of hits and oldies, magic. Cantate Domino. Cantate Domino. Anticum novum los eius. Let's go, baby.
Time to run it all.
I'm crazy, baby. I wake up.
I wake up, thumb down now. No drip, this.
Tell her run it up.
No sleep, no
Roll to 6, baby. If you feeling like I'm feeling, put 6 in the chat, baby. I wake up.
Thumb down now. No drip, this.
I feel like eating me a steak today. Come on with it. Road to 6. Put Road to 6 in the chat.
9 out of 10, roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me.
No, hold me, come
I love
on.
my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
I got my homies, baby.
Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Don't zone
I'm
me.
number 1 up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
Come on.
The first one in, the last one out, can't
Call me lazy.
Put in my hours, send the invoice, and they pay me.
I
need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, Law Nation. I can't say the other name. Yeah.
I wake up, thumb down that
Nation.
no drip this. Tell 'em run it up.
Run it up, baby. No sleep.
First stretch. Tell 'em
Run it up, baby.
I wake up,
Law
thumb down that
Nation. Road to 6, baby. BTA. BTA. Yeah. 2-0. 6-0. Woo! 6-0 in our division. I didn't even think about that. Come on. Let's sweep everybody.
Call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry.
Come on.
Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried.
Come on.
That's what the devil used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Not mine, baby.
I made a promise to her, swore that I would
I made that
change.
promise, baby, though.
I'm on the come up, bet I live up
To my name, LAW, yeah.
I wake up, thumb down that
Nation.
no drip this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up.
I wake up. LMFN Nation, baby. I see you, young star. Shout out to you. Credits.
But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up,
baby. No doubt. Let's slow it down just a little bit. Shout out to the follower, Killer 2400, Justin D, Sister Sal, David J, CJ. Come on with it, Johnny. Thank you, True King. Great. Appreciate you so much for jumping in, rocking with the nation. Appreciate you, Sister Sal. Always a key component. K-Dub, appreciate you. NJ. Yup. CJ again, thank you for your support. Jason Barnes. And last but not least, my brother from another mother, Quentin Warner, Dr. Well, it's the Q's, all right. Shout out to all of the Q dogs. But his name's just Dr. Q. I don't know if he a Q dog, though. But he the Q, though. Dr. Q. I be your, I follow wherever you go, whatever you do. Come on with it. My country tells. Shout out to you, C-Los. Let's get it. Hit that share button. Subscribe to the nation. Yup. All in one. Don't let the street light. Sing it in the chat. I know you're singing a young star, Daniel. Slap. I see you. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your? What she do? Oh, my bad, wrong song. She swallowed. Wherever you go, whatever you do, swallow that. Come on with it, baby. Shout out to you, Ashley. Ice Cold Cowboy. Beyond the Ice Wall. JB Cowboys. Road to 6.
Give a paper crank and fly. Are you shitting me? Then forever doesn't feel that far. Take some money out. So far. Come on. So far. Wasting my time now. Come on.
The Landry Shift. 1967. 7 years after the Cowboys was founded. I love that, man. Come on with it.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
Man.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close
Rico.
the doors.
I see you.
Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors.
Oh, I got you.
Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching,
who's a better team?
It's 1,000.
I'm sticking Cowboys.
Why'd you cry with that tip?
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe.
Shit, turn my music back up.
But I need everyone standing up here with
I'm
us, with me, to plant a seed of $100.
Them boys.
Because again, it costs
Monday.
I got you. And this is what I
Come
need
on,
you to do.
choir.
If you're giving electronically, or
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth over there,
Eagle
Eagle
baskets.
fans.
I know the baskets up here. I'm just
Hush your mouth, Washington.
Y'all start moving.
Close
Y'all
them
can bring it
doors.
right now. Come.
Come.
Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the. Take your phone and stick it on the. On the button.
That boy said, take your phone and just stick them. Okay.
Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship.
Now y'all don't want to call the check on the pastor. I'm still
Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
1,000
Jesus, this is your humble
1,000
servant,
people
Lord.
online.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
This is an
Have you
easy
gone through a
miracle.
time of
We should
swallowing?
be able to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all giving.
Sacrifice.
That's it.
Make the sacrifice, cowboy.
Everything will be
Giving is
alright on any given Sunday. Yeah, depend on you. If you win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues
Shout out
to
to
live on Monday. Yeah.
Y'all be calling him Uncle Charles Isley, man. That's funny, man. Until next time, DC for life. Peace. I'm up out of here. Yeah. Come on with it.